Godhead that comes in your life is a quality that is trying to birth inside of you, and you nurture it with a lot of love. And it's a bit like to have a roommate when I came to Mother and Shri Bindu. So she was, at that time she was doing puja of a stone. And for me, the word divine, I didn't relate to any person or even a stone for that matter. I'd never related to idolatry or going to temples. And she was a very different kind of a person, very bhakti oriented approach. And for me, I felt the divine is everywhere. It's in everything, and it's there like that. I used to really see it in the sky, in the ocean. I used to really see it in nature. And she used to, on the other hand, really feel that personal connection. So when you begin to get attracted to a particular Godhead, it, for one, is like your heart is beginning to open. Because the mind may be satisfied with the idea or the ideal of an impersonal divine. The heart has a yearning for giving the divine a certain form. It's like the heart feels so much of delight. Many of the Indian households, they do Shringar of the Krishna. Because heart feels so much of divine, so much of joy in actually being able to serve the divine. Heart has that need for personal connection with the divine. Mind is satisfied with conceiving of the divine as an impersonal, infinite eternity. But the heart is like, no, I want to conceive of the divine that I can love. Is the divine a mother? Is the divine a Krishna? What the divine is. A lot of Indian households, the way they take care of baby Krishna for that matter, right? Mind may question, can the divine really be so limited? Mind has all these questions, but the heart is just satisfied in serving that form of the divine. Now, what is happening here? And what the question here is not whether the divine is Krishna or not Krishna, whether the divine is Jesus or not Jesus. The thing is, when the heart loves, it grows in love. So it is not what you are doing that matters. It is what is getting done to you. Your heart is opening up to love, which is why it is wanting certain form of the divine in a personal form. And Krishna is the eternal personality of love and Ananda, which means the heart is opening up to the vibration of love and Ananda. That is what it means, right? And I wouldn't get into too much of analysis of what this God means or what that God means. You can go to incarnateword.in if you feel like searching what Sri Aurobindo and the Mother has said on Vishnu or Krishna. And, Vishnu is really the power that sustains delight. And Krishna is really the eternal personality of delight. But more than that, I will not get into interpretation. One has to really feel into it. It's a bit like my Krishna can be slightly different than your Krishna, and that is absolutely okay. There is no standard Krishna. And also, I will only be able to conceive of Krishna in proportion to the development of my consciousness. You understand what I'm saying? If my consciousness is very vital in character right now, so my conception of a Shiva and my conception of Krishna will also be vital in character. So it's not necessarily the God that I feel is the God. I'm able to only conceive it like that. Now, having said all of this, in integral yoga, we only and only worship the Supreme Lord and the Divine. So it is not like it's about Shiva or Jesus or Krishna or Vishnu. In fact, what Mother has spoken about is you have the divine, and then, you have these Godheads. Godheads are nothing but typal beings. Typal beings meaning we are psychic beings. Psychic being means evolving souls. We are all evolving souls, right? We are progressing, right? Typal beings already represent that quality. right? So for instance, Hanumanji, courage, devotion. Krishna, love, delight, ananda, right? So typal beings already represent those qualities. So your attraction and devotion to a particular Godhead is your entry point to relating with the Supreme Lord. But we don't get into, that this God is the best God, or this is my God, or this is the ultimate God. That is all a distraction on the path, right? Ultimately, whichever doorway you enter, you're entering to that divinity that you feel in all and that exists in all. Hope you found the video to be useful. If you would like to continue your journey with us, if you would like to help us support you in your journey, click on the link below and join us for a 2.5-hour signature masterclass called the Awakening Karmayogi Workshop, where we run you through the fundamental stages of awakening to become a Karmayogi, to be peaceful inside and successful outside. We talk about Swabhava, our true nature, and Swadharma, our soul's purpose, which are the building blocks of a life affirming, not a life negating spirituality. So if you found this video to be useful, click on the link below and I shall see you at the workshop.